Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome back to my bears vibrating. Okay, let's stop that. It's hard to look at. So I've been doing a little bit of back-end management, namely I've just been taking all of the unwanted extra monsters that I've been hatching, and I've just been mutating them up to their maximum levels. Not fully, but it's given me a ton of tamer levels. So can now train Voidlings up to level 20, but I'm going to need that. There's also reduced training time, which is going to be nice, but I'm going to need some money. Let's see. However, I might actually be able to get a decent amount of money here. Give me a second. Because I've been hatching. Okay, so you can get that one. 50 Voidlings in the wild. So that's almost enough for the better training machine. And evolve specimens 50 times. So discover 9 species, so there's 2 more. Unlock a bunch of upgrades. Evolve specimens 250 times. Some of these I don't think I'm going to be able to pull off, to be honest. But that's okay. Alright, I got 6,700. It's not bad. Need like a little bit of money. Okay, let's do some bear blasting. I want to just show off how absolutely absurd this dude is. Oh, but I might be able to chuck somebody into training at the very least. Because yeah, let's buy this upgrade. Where's the expert machine? Is it this thing? How much does it cost? Cute. Because I want to throw this thing in. 625, perfect. We'll have to work on that in a little bit. Let's see. But at this point, we've got the ability to do max level training. I haven't even, like, finished boosting this guy now that I'm thinking about it. Oh well, it's fine. He really does not need it. Let's see. But yeah, so now that I can get some of my monsters up to max, let's see, some of my monsters up to maximum, we can start doing the breeding program for realsies, which means that I'm going to need a lot of currency. I'm getting a lot of things. Luckily, the biggest money sink is very much just buying these upgrades, so as soon as I'm done buying all of them, it's not bad at all. I love this bear. I was honestly, truly expecting him to be a big stinker. He's not. He's so good. Yeah, what I need to do is, I mean, honestly, breed a new one of these guys that is, specifically... Oh, Blitz is probably the last hit. Let's see. What I need to do is breed one of these guys with just a ton of HP. As it's probably going to help me the most. Okay, and we'll have to look into what upgrades I can get on the breeding program, because I think there's a couple that I should keep an eye out for. There we go. Unfortunately, this is one of those that, like, spins up too slowly. I actually really wish every planet had like a more customizable survival mode that was like, hey, how aggressive do you want it? How many enemies? How many bosses? How much time? You know, is it control point based? Is it wave based? Is it time based? Being able to actually like pick your poison as far as like a specific let's see, being able to pick your poison as far as like a specific time to, survival round arena would actually be extremely nice. And he's toast, that gets rid of most of the Blorbos, and there's the next one. Got kind of plenty of time. The problem is the Pestilent Mother Sword really likes to put up these shields. And is a bit of a pain. Yeah. Still shielded. Unless it's based on... I have no idea. Yeah, see? Another. I don't know why it does this. Unless it's these guys. Oh, is it one of those where I can't... kill it until I've killed all of its minions? I have no idea. Oh, there it goes. Slightly rude. Not that it really stops the bear. Okay, is that everything? I think so. Anyway, so that's a decent amount of money. Because, yeah, that's like 1,683. I think I might be better if I did, like, a speedrun level. Maybe. Which we haven't tried yet. And is something I should work on. So the other problem is this... No, they're done. Really. Nope. Time remaining. 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay. Let's go do something else. Okay. Inventory. I did make the speed pack. We haven't tried... Or we haven't done that yet. Because I've got a couple of missions here that I need to complete very quickly. So let's go with this guy. So this one has... this is the first, like, full mutant that I've done. So they've got poison, spreading poison, run ludicrously fast while performing primary attacks. They've got the blitz blast, and then they heal on reload. So vitality, let's get them up to at least 450. I care a little bit for recuperation, but not huge amounts. I'm going to be silly. We're going to just make their poison insane. Because the goal with him is not damage. It is just to spread that poison out much as possible. Alright. And yeah, they've got 3 jumps, so they should have a much easier time getting around. Oh, right. I forgot. They also move faster when shooting. Which is something I very much should be using. Okay, something there. Nothing there. There. There they go. And so, I guess the one thing I should consider with this guy is just giving them an absolutely absurd amount of health and stamina. Oh right, I forgot. We also get let's see. I also gave them stamina regen stacks on dash. Which seems insanely good. Yeah, I just have to remember to use it. Let me through. Oh, this guy is a speedrunner's dream. Okay. Hit that. Because, yeah, they don't do a whole lot of damage on a per individual basis. They don't need to. Okay, we need this to pop up. Okay, got that clear. Get rid of the blocker. Should be one here momentarily. That back. Okay, that's clear. Mess them all up. Yeah, so I think in retrospect, maybe I should get them some recuperation. Purely so they can dash more often. But even then, it's such a short cooldown, maybe it isn't necessary. This is really satisfying. What am I missing? Oh, this stuff in the back corner. Okay, there it is. Oh, that didn't work. I am too fast for my own good. Let's see. If this ain't less than 3 minutes, I'm going to be slightly flummoxed. There it goes. Okay, we've got a bunch of these guys, but that's not a problem. Got the bioessence, and we just need the plasma. It's like the one thing that I have some degree of trouble getting sufficient quantities of. I don't think there's ever anything interesting in here. Yeah? Yeah, as is this plant. We can just go. Please tell me that was speed. Thank you. Seriously. I only had 14 seconds to spare. That's actually kind of nuts. Well, the speed Queepec is sufficiently speed. Let's see. So what am I going to do now? That one's still training, I think. Interesting that the training is just napping on a rock. Okay, so he's got increase essence 20 times, so max level through training, max level on 5 through training, 10 through training. So we can get improved technique, reduce training time. Does that cut this down? I think so. Okay, next one. Corruption cleansing. These guys are both weak to frost. I think it doesn't matter. I think we still take Speed Boy. So I do want to get up to max level. That will be helpful. But I think the big one is breeding a new Speed Boy with maximum stats. Or at least near as I can get. I don't know what the upper limit's going to be. Is this one of those where I have to actually destroy the enemies? Oh, is it? Yeah, because if this is a kill requirement, I don't think I'm making it. Maybe. What I should probably do is maybe have a speed Queepec of every type. Yep, there we go. Oh, and it's multiple combat rooms. Okay, yeah, for sure we ain't making this. And yeah, I went for poison transfer on this. I don't really know if that's actually that good. I don't think it makes the difference that I'd like it to. There we go. And yeah, it's interesting how much weaknesses seem to matter in this. But yeah, each and every one of these, I think, is just a locked battle room. So it really is you need to just kill your way through. So actually, Typhoon Guy might be the trick. We might want to just come back on this one, though. Trying to get stars on it seems impractical. Still fun. Like, I enjoy playing this game, and I don't mind it, but There are some strategies that are just not going to work here. I wonder if they kind of clocked it that some players are going to make just, like, insane speed beasts, and there's just... Let's see. No, we don't actually care about that. Some people are going to make such insane speed beasts that it just doesn't matter. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just running low on stamina. I just need to do a quick dash. Well, it's okay. It may also be one of those that I just need to take the ice guy and super mutate him. Because he's already in a good spot. If I could give him the ability, a couple of these perks. We'd be virtually unstoppable. Well, credit where credit is due. Got speed for days and functionally unlimited ammo. But yeah, I think the thing that would help more than the poison transfer would be probably some kind of chain ability. Where my attacks bounce from target to target. It is very satisfying ripping through them. And who knows, maybe that was fast enough and my worries are for naught. I don't know. Nah, did not. Let's see. Yeah, I'd need to go a minute faster on that sucker. That's going to be tough. So we'll figure it out at some point. Okay. Next level Wrangler required. Here's the one. So you're done. Okay, and then we're going to train the other one. So neither of these specifically matter, but I gave this guy just... Okay. I gave this guy just even stats across the board. I'm going to do so with the other one as well. Point on this is mostly just whatever I breed out of this Queepec is going to have a higher base stats than the next. And we're just going to repeat this several times over with these guys. Breed, train, rinse, repeat. Fortunately, it's going to take 9 minutes for that to go. We definitely want that extra slot. So, yeah, let's take this Queepec and pop him here. I'm still not entirely sure if I want it to be a Queepec in the end. Let's see. Pyromutagen, Blazing Bazooka, sure. Main goal of this is just to raise my Wrangler experience more than anything else. And also find new traits that might be good. Powerful Explosion, gain armor when your health goes below 30, block after using your secondary ability. I don't know, that might be useful on a couple of guys. Not them specifically, but that's fine. Let's see. Well, do I just go to the new planet? Oh. I got some new bioessence. I actually have never finished evolving this bear. Periodically spawn hivelings that seek poison and damage enemies or armor over time. Nope, definitely this. Because that in and of itself is an interesting perk that I might want to put onto a guy. Okay. And then I guess let's go hatch some eggs, because I think I have several. Don't have anybody in the nest. I gotta remember to, like, restock that, but we're gonna wait until we have a bunch of guys at level 20, just to make the most of their stats. Or potential stat gain. I'll still hatch these guys, because I can always recycle them. Didn't realize there was a second set. Really wish you could hatch just every egg at once and then choose what you're going to do with them. There's an amount of, I don't want to say wasted space here. But these are all nothing critters that we don't need. We don't even need this guy, frankly. Once we start hatching, then we're gonna care. Okay. Hey, does Henry have any upgrades for me? Additional pheromone nest. Oh, inherits 65% of a parent's attribute score. %65%. That's nuts. And that's sunlight therapy. There's at least 2 more. Advanced parental care and resonance treatment. I have no idea how I'm supposed to get my Wrangler level up that high, but I don't know. I think the trick is we just need to go to a new planet. New planet might have good stuff. Wow. The pilot's piloting without even being here. Previously he was playing Pong. Now he's just in the gym pumping weights and still piloting. Alice, Emerson Galaxy. Take a breath and contemplate the new planet, if you please. When you're ready, come to me. Welcome to Alice, Wrangler, an ancient giant of a world infected by the Legion long ago. Lucky for us, the planet's size and metallic biology seem to disrupt their spread, and life still lingers in some secluded areas. We flew by the surface for preliminary clues, and it didn't take long to find a bunch of ancient golems by Cobalt Spring, a ferrofluid oasis. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but local Voidlings seem to tap their energy out of these vibrant pools. If we clear the ancients, we can safely examine the area and track down their origin, and possibly find some eggs as a bonus. You'll land by sunrise, but don't let the beautiful scenery blind you. This will be your hardest ground yet. Stay sharp, Wrangler. Okay. I came in here for a reason, but I don't remember what that reason was. Or maybe I already did that thing. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting out of here. There's obviously way more that I can do, but mostly I think we just want to go on a mission. Question is, who do I want to use for this one? Do we have any other older missions? Because the subterranean expedition we can't do. Okay, no dice. Stay on track. So it's these guys. Week 2. I mean, we could try it. And this is just a survival. So we've located a roaming group of ancient golems near Cobalt Spring. A vibrant ferrofluid oasis of... Okay, I think we already read this. It's like paraphrased slightly. I could probably take my bear in. I think we can do some bear blasting. If I do anything with him, it's probably just raising his vitality, and even then, can't do it right now. That's fine. I think the one thing I wish I could do with this game is I really wish the breeding and the trading could happen off camera. Or not off camera, off mission. Like if it was one of those that I could actually like slightly play this as an idle game on the background while I'm doing other stuff. But I also recognize that, it's not that big of a deal. I do look forward to like reskinning this guy. He's just a little bulbous for me. I don't really vibe with the what I say, bloated sack aesthetic. Let's see. I'm more about, like, weird claws and some other stuff. I don't know. Man, I should go back and replay through StarCraft at some point. Because a lot of my preferences on this really did boil down to, like, how certain things looked with the Zerg back then. So I like the flies. I think they're decent. I think they don't really work with this character's specific build, but they're probably going to be really nice in a large group. And for taking out the small crews. I think this guy is also not particularly built for... Well, he could be, though. I think I'm very much of the opinion the bear is going to be absolutely nutty with the right stats. Like, all the other characters are pretty good already. The bear is amazing, but I feel like they could be even better without too much, like, immediate effort. Because once again, they heal 5% of your health every single time you hit an enemy. It's really nutty when, you know, your health is... Well, that's a big lad. It gets really nutty when your health is like 1,000. Okay, finally I can hit you. Well, it doesn't take much effort for this guy to get up to 15 stacks of poison. Yeah, so actually this build could be really good if I went for status effect damage. I don't know if the bleed is affected by it. I just want to periodically come by, refresh the stacks. Pick up the little cube guys. And there it goes. Nice and easy. We get anything else? And not overwhelmingly. I still stand by the fact that I think having, like, a weird bullet heaven built into this would be amazing. Like, this game would work really well as a Mega Bonk. Oh, we just farm Polychrome. That's awesome. Alright, good work, but the outcome isn't what we counted on. Report back when you're ready. Let's take a look. Are you done? You're done. Okay. I'm not going to be able to mutate that one. I don't have enough essence. I'm close. It's 20 essence to go from 0 to max. Pop these open just cuz. Who knows, we might get a new creature. 2 new creatures. Each egg type corresponds with a different creature, I believe, but I haven't memorized what they are. Ooh, a Picurian. Notably witty. Well, I might actually just jump that one straight to 20, just so I can see what it gives me. Okay, we want these two. So, their stats will range from 2 to 5. Oh. It's 2 to 5 because I haven't actually finished... I haven't put stats into this guy. That would do it. Okay. It does strike me that I'm effectively inbreeding these guys. Okay. So, yeah, because they have functionally the same invested stats, oh god, yeah, they're just going to be inbreeded freaks. Because those two were hatched from the same clutch. That's weird. Let's see. Okay, let's actually go over to this, because we're going to want to do the same thing with another species as well. If I want another egg added to the output, which would be nice, another nest is going to be 5,000. Okay. So can't do that. Let's just start training somebody else up. Honestly, well, okay. Why don't we get my bears up? I got 2 of them. Because I seemingly love the bear. I like the Queepex for very practical reasons, but the bear's just fun. Anyway, we'll get both of them up. Oh, and you know what? Let's take that new critter and at least get it up to level 15. Max level is nice, but we don't need it for completing missions. There we go. Excellent work, Wrangler. You turned those ancients back into the lifeless stone they were always meant to be. However, it appears they were prepared for this. They triggered some kind of failsafe the moment the fight turned against them. They've overloaded a massive crystal perched on a pinnacle near the Cobalt Spring. It's unleashing electrostatic energy into the sky, whipping up an impenetrable storm. Well, impenetrable if you're stuck in the ground. Luckily, we're flying a reinforced tank with wings. Michael swears he can slip into the storm to eye and get you close to that crystal. I'm choosing to believe him. Neutralize the crystal, Wrangler. Until that thing is shut down, our search for the ancient's true origin is dead in the water. Good luck. Okay, so weather the storm. So this is going to have these guys, which are weak to bio. Guess we're continuing to bear blast. And what do we do? Just give them health? Yeah. Because I think we want this Ursec to just be extremely beefy. The more health he has, the more I heal. Alright. Down we go. There's no way I'm going to get this for speed. But I might as well explore the rest. And yeah, the little guys kind of just get messed up by my little poison sprites. Or me. Yeah, I legitimately think this might actually be my favorite creature to play as. Ow. Do have to watch out for that, though. That does hurt. Yeah, so I'll have to look into alternatives. Ooh. Whee. Oh. How? Okay. So, I'm spotting some doodads, but I have no idea how to get to them. There's the golden egg, which is nice. Yeah, I guess I can just do my puke at them. Question, can I get in this water? Okay, I can, it just hurts. Oh, right, ferrofluid. I guess it's like kind of electrified iron water. Give or take. Okay, so is an issue with this guy? No. I'm not particularly good against enemies that are floating outside of my general reach. However, it's only marginally an issue. Yes, how do I get to that one mountain there? I guess we jump? Unfortunately, I think this might just be the wrong guy for this. But I'll see if I can leap out of the beam. Whoop. Oh, so I can take that back. I don't have to go through the portal. Okay, nope, we're good. This is very doable. So that means I can get over here, grab these. Okay, and I hope I grabbed... Yeah, I did grab the elemental essence up above. There we go. Health is looking fine. Having a horde of angry bees to just hit things for me is extremely helpful. That. I think the only thing this character suffers from is a somewhat general lack of mobility. At least air mobility. There we go. Like, get him on the ground, he's great. Damn near unstoppable. Okay, there's something here. Might just be a plant. Yeah, it's just a plant. Anything over here? No. At least every creature has a double jump. That part's nice. Oh. There is something above here. I am wondering if I'm holding myself back a little by not playing one of the more mobile creatures. Okay. No, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get to that. I can hit that if I'm sec, is one thing to keep in mind. Well, that hurt. Where am I? I'm here. Okay, get the plants. A shooty dude. Got an enemy down there. There he goes. Let's see. Got anything else? No. But yeah, should have no trouble getting up from here at the very least. Get that. Yeah, I can't really get them. I mean, hopefully I don't have to, but I think I'm going to have to come back to this one. No sense abandoning the mission. Yeah, that just doesn't have the oomph I'm looking for. Okay, this gets us up here. Anything up on that one? I have no idea. Grab this. Grab a bunch of that. Yeah, it's kind of fine. Part of the question mostly boils down to, do I even need to break all of these, or is it just like light cleaning? Because if it's just light cleaning, it's not so bad. If there's a collectible on the other side, that's when it's a problem. Okay, got it. Let's see. So it wants me to go that direction. Let's check the other side. But I'll have to come back with either speed Queepack or the floaty dude. Because I think the floaty guy would be actually really solid here. That's weird. Because they have functionally infinite jump. As long as there's as long as they have enough stamina for it. Grab that. Avoid you. Or not avoid you, take you out so I don't have to worry about you. The rest is all good. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting everything here. It does feel like this is one of those maps that you could kind of easily figure out where all of the collectibles are just by leaping out into the void and looking around. There we go. A comment on one of my videos from somebody that was talking about how they didn't want to buy this game because the developers are selling some of the cut content as DLC, or will be, and will be supporting the game further depending on like how well the sales go on this one. And that's why they're not going to be buying this game, because I guess they see selling cut content as DLC as a bad business practice. I don't think I see it as a bad business practice. I think I'd push back on that, especially for an indie studio. I think it's more egregious when it's a AAA studio and it's like very clear that they were withholding stuff. I think it's less of an issue when it's like a smaller studio that literally like is on a shoestring budget and might shut down if the game doesn't sell well. Like AAA studios can get investors and more or less have infinite funds, or just leverage a buyout and then continue on. You know, find a new parent company. Just look at how much they've screwed up Destiny over the years. Oh well, this is gonna suck. I guess that wasn't as much of an issue as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I'll use this opportunity to look for any kind of collectibles, but I'm not really seeing any. But honestly, like, this game has 9 different playable creatures, each with, 16 different, end mutations, plus unique mutations on top of that. So there's, at least 20 different variants of every possible creature, which you can then recombine, which admittedly does actually take down some of the variation. Or maybe increases it for, well, okay, it both increases it further and takes down some of it. Because there's going to be, like, very clear meta strategies of, like, this is the best one. Let's see. Love the fact that the charge can plow through an enemy. That feels really good. I mean, all of this does. And so for me, it's like, obviously, I would prefer the cut content to be just in the game to begin with, and then they come back and add more later. But I also recognize that, like, with the way the games industry currently is, oh, this sucks. It's a floating ball that is really hard to hit. Never mind, it's not a problem. The bear is definitely not the man for this job, though. Not exactly. They're not the man for the job. It just doesn't matter. Oh, that's interesting. Every time I hit, I refresh my jumps, I think. This is a spectacle fighter. That's amazing. Unironically, it would be really funny to, if, like, this studio manages to persist long enough, that they can start messing around with other genres within this specific, like, games format. I would love to play one of these that has, like, the level of, move variety of, say, Devil May Cry. Okay, we did get everything, just not speed. And that's fine. Sky is clear and we're back on trajectory. Report on deck when you're ready for a briefing. Okay, so these guys are done. We have got a ton of money. Grab this guy too, because I'm curious what he turns into. We've got some eggs too. We've got a lot of things. Let's see. And I do think it's an interesting conversation to have about, you know, what indie studios are allowed to do that it would be unconscionable for a larger studio to do. Stuff like DLC, or even live service content to some degree, I feel like is more egregious the bigger the studio is. Like the more predatory the monetization. Argon Nimiad. Morphang. Holy shit, that's terrifying looking. I don't like him. They have like a little dongly on top of their head too. Oh, that's weird. Alright, let's go take a look at our proud inbred parents. Legions May Cry. What? The game knows I'm trying to make a Devil May Cry reference with this. That's amazing. Okay. Oh, right. I have to go hatch those eggs. Let's make sure I have an easy time recognizing them. Let's see. Go back to this guy. Upgrade. Do I want an extra egg? Oh, that's an extra egg in the breeding out. Hold up. I've got a couple of things I need to do. First and foremost, we got these two. Or, not him? Oh, I just got them up to level 15. I didn't get them to 20. Shoot. How am I going to do this? Okay, let's finish making these. I would actually adore a second version of these where you actually have to figure out genetic viability and making sure that they don't just show up with all sorts of horrible genetic disorders. But alas, figure that out later. So what do you want? Assignment, 150 upgrades, discover all 9 species. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, then we want to go to this guy. Because I think we want to get the second Voidling train simultaneously. So assign. We are going to assign 1. Ooh, that's pricey. Takes 20 minutes too. 2. Okay, and I have enough. But we don't need more. I don't know. Do I just get us started? I think so. Alright, there's 1 Ursec. There's 2 Ursec. So they'll have slightly lower stats than the other, but we want to get these on a cycle, if that makes sense. Let's see. Because I effectively want to alternate between the Queepex and the bears. So get the Queepex up to level 20, then get them breeding. Get the bears up to level 20, then get them breeding and alternate back and forth between. It's only a few hours before the storm cleared, and we were back in the air, picking up the trail where we left off, thanks to you. Michael was flying us around. Didn't take long to pinpoint what looked like the source of the Ancients' golems you fought near the oasis. At least we think. There's a heavy concentration of Ancients among a maze of rock stacks known as the Spire's Passage, thick with Legion tumors, completely overrun. From now on, we should assume that there's somehow a link between the Legion and the Ancients. Head to that labyrinth, Wrangler. Find out why we came all the way here. Good luck. Let me guess, this is the source. It was all a trap for the Legion, and humans, their greed freed them. Ooh, that's pretty good. We definitely need more of that. Let's see. So I think we've got everything from this guy. Recuperation 20 times. Max level on 5 Voidlings, and then 10 Voidlings. We're almost done with those. So, I guess in retrospect, let's see. Or, not that one. The fancy one. Terrifying looking dude. And then this one. Let her rip. Alright, cool. So now I've still got a chunk of money. Now I can save it, or we can spend on upgrades. Extra egg added to breeding output. I don't know if we need that. We only need 2. So I think I'll leave us there. Save the rest. Okay, so where are we going? Well, do we have anything new on any of the previous ones? So I do have a new survival. And I have navigate the maze. Well, let's do it. Let's see. Or not. Maybe we do machine non grata. Pick somebody else. Because I've been bear blasting for a while now. Do I want to go back to the Carapin? I mean, the Carapin is nutty good. Yeah, sure. Okay, what do we get him? Just some damage? Just some damage. This is without any kind of, like, crazy breeding program. I think the main thing is, the reason why the Carapin is good is mostly because that Typhoon is amazing. If I can put that Typhoon on one of my other guys, oh man. We're gonna have a good time. Like, specifically, I think I want to put it on somebody with damage chaining? I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Because if I can get the Typhoon to proc a status effect or chain lightning independently, it probably won't be able to. But it'd be really cool if I could. Or if I can get chain lightnings that proc the Typhoon. I don't know how to crit the cubes. I'm also not sure if it matters. That was another time survival. I think I like the timed ones better. Maybe? Maybe. I'll think about it. I think the one thing I would complain about with the setup, and I think this is entirely a me thing, I really wish the breeding program was faster. Like, the fact that the training takes 20 minutes is a little rough. Owing largely to the fact that it's, ow, that did hurt. Okay, get rid of them. Go back to getting this guy in the face. Because we want the Typhoon to be on him. Yeah, unfortunately, the one thing this guy suffers greatly from is not much movement speed or status effects. Interesting, I was not expecting the Typhoon. To have a maximum vertical range. But yeah, some of the upper ones are not hitting the lower guys. Beat him down. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get the other guy. Greatest Landscaper. Wait, is that a manhwa reference? Maybe. There's one I've never read about like a real estate developer or whatever, but I keep seeing the ads for it go by. Nah, it's probably completely unrelated. Yeah, okay, we're not taking out the greatest landscaper. Or we did. I guess it self-destructs from me surviving. Well, that's awesome. Just a nice guaranteed kill. I don't think it's as rewarding as a regular mission, though, is the one thing. But, I mean, it's like 3,000 research data. Yeah, the reason why I was kind of hoping for the, I was kind of hoping that the breeding and the... Oh, do you only have one egg? Oh, maybe I do need that upgrade. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Okay. Because, yeah, we need them to reliably output 2. Maybe the other one had multiple eggs because I'd left them there for a little while. Okay, inventory. So this Ursec is the one we want to keep. This Ursec is not the one we want to keep. We do want to keep these Queepecs. Do not get rid of them. Or do we actually? Let's see. I'm also going to move this guy over here. Yeah, this is one of our bouncing baby Ursecs. I think I'm just going to move some things around. Because I do kind of want to make sure I have enough space for all of these. Okay, so they'll be working on the next egg. Okay, their training is completed. They're going to take a little while. So yeah, the longer it is, the more levels they have to get, the longer it takes. So that's kind of the trade-off, I suppose. All right, well, I was going to try one of these guys. Because what can they evolve into? At this point, I could make a plasma buddy. Okay, so we have Cyber, effective against unknown faction and gen bots. Plasma, against effective against all things. Well, I've got a bunch of Plasma. I think we're going to do Cyber for now. Okay, shoot a wave that damages, pushes back, and applies static on enemies. Or 2 high fire rate beams that apply static, deal damage, and do armor reduction over time. Just looking to go for that. Okay. Charge your beam attack that deals increased damage, the lower your stamina is. Or charge a short dash that applies static. I'm going to go for this one. I really like the dimorphism on these. Static discharge releases acid damage over time puddles that apply poison to enemies or burn stacks on static discharge. Both of these are amazing. I think I'm going to go for the fire. Okay. Well, let's take a look at what I can do with them. So, ability to execute low health enemies in close proximity with your primary ability. Increase damage based on the enemy's proximity. Consecutive ability activations increase ability damage. It's the elemental stack effect per charge. Maximum quantity. Short dash stuns nearby enemies. Let's see. Concussive slam when your primary ability is active. Absorb and send back nearby projectiles on concussive slam. I mean, that's nice. What is this? Gem Strike. That's my melee. Like, this is a little expensive, but we should at least make some of these guys viable. Okay, there we go. That's like all of my money, but we'll go make more. Okay, assignment. Read them a bunch of times. Did we actually... No, we didn't get the upgrade. I should get the additional nest. We just don't need it this time around. Okay. Go back here, get a bunch of upgrades. Gets me some more. Leave those. Alright, so next one. Do we navigate the maze? I suppose. So select that activity. Do I actually want to use this guy? No. This is not a use lightning. This is a use speed Queepec. Let's see, they have nothing to level. I haven't actually used speed Queepec. Oh, but you know what? I actually should be doing this on the next episode. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.